Hey guys, it's Comic Quiz here, bringing another comic review, and today we'll be doing Earth 2 Annual 1. So I personally was really excited for this issue because this is the issue where we get to see the new Batman for Earth 2. So yeah, this this annual, it's not focusing on the main superhero team, but the whole new Wonder team. Like, this focuses more on some of the other situations taking place within the Earth 2 universe, and this focuses mainly on four main four main situations, because it can split into four main parts. The first part deals with Captain Atom, whereby he's been sent by the World Army to Cambodia, where apparently he's meant to locate this arms dealer, who's apparently also a war criminal back from the Apocalypse War, named Roy Henry. And apparently he has salvaged lots of apocalyptic technology, and he sells it on the black market, and he's made quite a profitable fortune from it. Also, we find that Cambodia has also become like this, pretty much the safe haven for this trading of apocalyptic tech, because we see a lot of people with all these augmentations on their arms and their eyes. We just see them looking like really robotic people, really. So along the way on the trip, because he's on a plane, we get to see a little bit of his origin story, but to see what makes him tick, really. So we see a bit of referencing from issue 1, where we see him lying on the floor, because remember there was an explosion back in issue 1, and then the World Army, when they sent in some guys to investigate, they only found that guy alive. So then we find out what was happening to him during that 5-year gap. We see that there was some tests conducted on him. People were trying to find out, why did he survive? What was the reason? Because it was a nuclear explosion. This guy was at the epicenter of it, apparently, and he came out without scratch. So apparently when they conducted tests, they found out that he was perfectly normal, which was weird. So apparently he was thinking, like, why is he alive? What was the point of him being alive? So it was so filled with guilt and regret that he activated his powers unknowingly. Like, from the sheer frustration of it, he awakens his powers. Then later on, as time keeps going on, we see him, the World Army enlisting him. We see him like going on a mission with Captain Steel and things like that, just building up to where we are today. So we also see his motivations again. Like I said before, he was thinking about, why is he alive? Why is somebody like him alive when people like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, the heroes of the world, they all died in the final battle, yet he survived with no reason whatsoever, which can't be explained. So he's thinking that maybe he's supposed to pretty much live for the people who have died. To pretty much continue where those who can't continue anymore, continue for the fallen, pretty much. And it's pretty much his motivation. That's what his motivation is, and it's also what keeps him sane, to be honest. So yeah, when he gets down to Cambodia, he's in the guise of an information broker. He asks around for Roy Henry. There's information for him. So eventually his thugs catch on to this, and Roy Henry's guys attack him, and then they take him back to a warehouse where they interrogate him. It's like, why do you want Roy Henry? Who are you? So eventually Roy Henry reveals himself. So then Captain Atom takes the opportunity, and he activates his powers and starts taking down his Henry's thugs. But also, while this is happening, the new Batman's also above, actually watching this taking place, but he doesn't act at first. So when Henry escapes in a suit of armor, Captain Atom goes after him, but he's being attacked at the same time by some reinforcements who are also in suits of armor. But Batman slows these guys down for Captain Atom, who's then able to go after what's his name again? Roy Henry. So eventually he catches him. He's subdued him, but then some reinforcements for the World Army come in, led by Major Sonia Sato, who's there to inform Captain Atom that one, they need to pick up Henry's son, because apparently Henry's son's the one who ratted him out to the World Army, and two, also because Roy Henry's son might have some kind of abilities, because apparently he's been having these headaches and no one could explain why. So then Terry Sloan's been taking an interest in this, so he's pretty much asked him to come in for further checkups. And then the third thing is that they now know where Steppenwolf has been hiding. He's been hiding in Darrain, because I think in the last issue he announced himself to the world or something, because I didn't read the last issue, I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, so he announced himself to the world or something like that. So now they're sending in Captain Atom to lead the first wave against him. So then that's the first section. The second section is a pretty short section. It's about Commander Khan of the World Army pretty much giving Captain Steel his new mission, pretty much to go investigate the you know those giant craters with steam coming out of them, like you see on Apocalypse. Yeah, those things. He's supposed to investigate one of them, because apparently they want to like investigate the effects. Why do these pits? Why are they hotter in some places but they're not so hot in others? Like for instance in Rio de Janeiro, apparently there was one which destroyed half of Rio, but the other half of Rio and Brazil is still able to survive. So why is that? So they want to investigate that, and that was the end of the second section. Then the third section was mainly Batman orientated, where he's in Spain and he's in pretty much fighting against this villain named Mr. Icicle, kind of like Mr. Freeze. So apparently as he's fighting, got his internal monologue going on, and he's explaining that this Mr. Icicle was actually created by the assassin of Apocalypse called Kanota or something, or Kanota. And apparently this Kanota guy is planning something, that he's not only created Mr. Icicle, but he's created others, giving them powers to do something, and apparently gathering them for a bigger purpose. So eventually Batman defeats him, and he pretty much questions Icicle, who sent you? Then Mr. Icicle confirms that it was Kanota that sent him. And it's like, for what purpose? And Mr. Icicle's like, I don't know, I'm not that high up to know. So then he takes him down. So then Batman's thinking about how the situation for the Earth is getting worse, because now Steppenwolf has been revealed that he's got a force that is going to take down the Earth. But now that he realizes that there's another force that is coming, because Kanota is still loyal to Apocalypse, unlike Steppenwolf, who's only out for himself right now. But Kanota is still working for Apocalypse. So this means that sooner or later the Earth might have to fight on two fronts, which is worrying to Batman. But also another interesting thing is, because Batman finds out from Mr. Icicle is that Kanota said that that these guys need to be wary of Hawkgirl. Apparently she's a threat, and they need to take her out. So Batman deduces that he needs to find out who Hawkgirl is, that he needs to know her, because if she's a threat to this guy, then she's someone he needs to know, which is pretty much setting up for him probably maybe even joining the Wonders team, which I can't wait to see. So that was the end of the second section. Then the third section, there were three. Yes, I think no, there are three sections. Sorry, three. Yeah, the third section has to do with Scott Free and Big Barda, who are in Gotham City. What it looks like now after the war, and it's pretty much a just broken down city. No one lives there. It's overgrown. All the plant life's overgrown, and they're like prehistoric animals running around there. You see a pterodactyl flying about. I think I even saw a dinosaur there as well. So apparently they're looking for the new Batman. And apparently, he's looking for a new Batman, but they apparently can't find him. Yada yada yada. And then later on, as I continue searching, what's his name again? Fury comes after him, and then Big Barda's wrapped up in Fury's lasso, and then she says like, "The World Army is the least of your worries. You have to deal with me," and that's when the issue ends. So overall, I really enjoyed this issue. I really enjoyed the annual, because one, it highlights just how dire the situation is starting to get, because it's highlighted now. Alright, Steppenwolf, we knew that Steppenwolf was planning something, but now it's not only Steppenwolf who's acting up now, there's also the forces of Apocalypse. Like, they're still in the game, and with this Kanota guy working around, who's still loyal to Darkseid, and the armies of Apocalypse, showing that Apocalypse may come back to the Earth to try and take over again, showing that they might have to fight on two fronts like Batman deduced, which isn't good for the Earth. Because for a while now, especially in the first few issues, there was this whole foreshadowing of this bigger threat than Apocalypse. So maybe this might lead into that bigger threat that we've been hearing about. Also setting up a lot of interesting things, like Captain Atom's been sent to Dar-Reign to go and tackle the whole situation with Steppenwolf. We've seen the new Batman, he's active, he's out and about doing his thing. Also, just a quick comment on his costume, I personally don't really like it. It's okay-ish, but nah, it's not really doing it for me, to be honest. What else happened? The whole big Barda thing, yeah, that's kind of time to wrap up now, because a few issues ago Steppenwolf did mention that he needs to get Scott free because he is a son of Apocalypse. So it'll be interesting to see what his plans are for Scott free are. And oh yeah, and what was the other thing? The Captain Steel thing. Be interesting to see what the secret of those pits are, just because he's going to investigate them. So overall, I really love this issue because, one, it didn't really focus on the Wonders team, because even though I do love them, but I like to see what else is going on in that world, because there is so much that they have established, like with the World Army creating their own superhero team, this new superhero team, the whole Dar-Reign situation, the whole Big Barda thing. It's all really starting to develop more and more. I'm glad that they really took time to really focus on the other aspects other than the whole Wonders team. So overall, I give it a 10 out of 10. It was a really good issue, really enjoyable read, great artwork, great development of the overall story. What else? Yeah, that was pretty much it. Really good issue, really good. Also, I don't think, but also just a quick question to you guys: who do you think the new Batman is? I had a little theory that it might be Dick Grayson, mainly because in the previous universe, Dick Grayson was in the Earth 2, so maybe he might be in this Earth 2. So I think it might be Dick Grayson, or it could be a new character. So who knows? So who do you think it is? That's a question I'm going to put out to you guys. So yeah, that's it for this review. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what you thought. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Like, you know, already know, I love this issue. But I want to hear from you guys. What did you think? So yeah, that's it for this review. I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.